Goes through the crease, out the other side. Barmer downloads Chamberlain. Leaves it for Svek, bounces all the way back to the blue line. Barmer through traffic and into the top corner. And as quick as you like, 23 seconds in, Declan Barmer opens the scoring with his second of the playoffs. It's Hull 1, Bees 0.
Well, the puck gets moved around, the Bees can't really get to it, and eventually it works its way to Declan Barmer at the point, who you do not want to give that much space and time to, and he just roofs it into the top of the top corner of the net.
So when Nick comes back...
I wish I could get an outside line with our camera.
Face off just in the neutral zone, won by Lee Bonner, question mark. Turned over, Ross bottom, leaves it for Ballas. Ballas shot saved by McLaughlin. No one able to get there on the rebound, but they do eventually, and it's put home by Marcel Ballas. 2:46, and the Bees tie this one up with Ballas' first of the playoffs. Follows
his own rebound in, creates chaos around the net, gets to the loose puck and just slots it in over the line. Sounds at the half board, back to the point.
Bradley. Shot through traffic, hammered off the pads of McLaughlin, and it's gone in! I believe it's going to go to Gianni Vitali. I could be wrong.
I think it was Vitali on the doorstep. Definitely realistically the best way that the Bees are going to get these goals at the moment. They've got two now off of the back of these chaos around the net.
Seahawks into the zone. Sobchak on his own, has the chance, and snaps it over the shoulder of Priest. Well, we hope you like goals. You're getting enough of them tonight. 6:59, Owen Sobchak's second of the playoffs.
Defensive zone turnover, releases Sobchak. He's basically in alone on Priest. Just has to pick his position in the net and just fires it in.
Puck back to Ballas. Just able to flip it into the corner. Turned over behind the net, finds Vitali and goodbye in the slot even, and he smashes it past Jordan McLaughlin to put the Bees back in front. 14-14 time of the goal.
Tic-tac from behind the goal, move it around, tape to tape, and the finish into the bottom of the net. Oh dear, producer Nick has arrived back at the broadcast position
with a
camera.
Face off, won by Sobchak, bouncing puck behind the net. Back up to the blue line again, shot in front. That one is tipped in from Bobby Chamberlain. And tonight on What's the Defense, we bring you playoff hockey. 3-all, Bobby Chamberlain's second goal of the playoffs, 14:54.
Again, Seahawks just work it around, it makes its way up to the top. Traffic in front of the net, and there's no way, and Chamberlain just gets the tip on it in front for it to go in.
They haven't been able to clear that Chamberlain-Svek combo through traffic, and the puck goes through everyone and out the other side. Sobchak again winds up, fires. Svek able in front, and Svek is right there in front. We said you've got the Twin Towers in front of goal, and no one is able to move them. Emil Svek bats it down, slides it past Priest. The Seahawks lead 18:09.
Well, most of this game has been the Bees collecting the rebounds in front and putting them in the net, but this time it's the Seahawks. Svek casts a big shadow in front of the net, just collects that loose puck off of the rebound off of Priest and gets it in to...
Not quite to take that time. Ballas tries to find Rossbon again, well intercepted by Barmer. Goodbye, no interest in collecting the puck. And that will set the Seahawks away. Bonner, I think, drop pass, shot, hammered home, 31-12. The Seahawks have goal number 5.
Well, I said the Seahawks need to look for another one to try and get a further lead, and they have. Beautiful little layup there, and then just has to pick the top spot in the corner.
It's Nathan Salem. There we go, we can see it from that one. Advantage. Dan Rose will head to the box momentarily.
Well, we had a missed boarding call earlier, but I think we're definitely going to see one here.
Well, we're not going to, because the Seahawks have put one in on the delayed penalty. 42-05. They extend it to 6-3.
Well, the Seahawks have worked out. Bees, if the Bees are letting themselves be forced to turn it over here, but they work it cross ice, man open at the back post, and just has to slot it in.
22-05, sorry, I should say. Loose puck, more Cummings together. Played ahead, glove down by Stubley. Set the Seahawks way into the zone. Pass towards the front of the net. Saved by Priest. Turned over once more. Seahawks again. Chance in front. Off the shoulder Priest. Rebound loose in front. And through Priest and in. 38-44. I think it's Finley Ulrich. I can't really tell from over here. Seahawks 7, Bees 3.
I believe it was Finley Ulrich, but this is what I was talking about. They just have to play on the counter-attack. Ulrich collects the rebound as well, and just Priest almost gets there in time, but just misses it by about half a second. And it's now 7-3.
Help his netminder out. Baird. Down low. Balaz loses out to Bartholomew. Long stretch pass. Sobchak will beat out the icing corner foot race with Baird. Baird does good work to at least put him off for a split second, but Sobchak with it. Tries to go for a Michigan. Leader for Chamberlain. And Sobchak fires it home anyway. And here we go. More handbags. Goal goes in. And I think that's Emil Speck actually didn't approve of that one. 39-55. Owen Sobchak has the Seahawks 8th of the evening.
I think it was Bartholomew in front actually that, well, got into the shoving match. Anyway,
goal.
Goal. 8-3. Griffin Priest is currently off.
Here's Nick. Sobchak goes to the Michigan. Bartholomew hammers that one in. I think Svek gets the goal on the rebound here. It might be Chamberlain. Chamberlain,
yep.
Probably Chamberlain. Played up ice. McLaughlin gloves that one down. Hate to say.
Sorry, go
no,
on.
Carry on.
I mean, it's good PK work here by the Bees. They're getting it clear on every rush as the Seahawks now break through.
Mogg on the blown edge. Sobchak rushes in, fires it over Shepherd, and that's goal number 9. 42-55, just as the penalty expires.
And the commentator's curse strikes again as Sobchak returns the play off the clearance, skates in all the space, and just hammers it to the top corner to make it 9-3.
What I was going to say is the energy has been sucked out of this building. That won't help any matters.
That really will not. I mean,
started the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, if they somehow manage to claw Peterborough back and it goes to that goal difference, it's going to be all important.
And there's another one goes in. Sobchak at the front of the net. Great work by Chamberlain. Drops it off into the low slot for Sobchak. He rifles it home. Goal 10, 43-27, and the drums are being packed up.
And I need to stop talking over the play. Sobchak gets in. It's just to the front of the net. There's Bees defenders all around him, but he manages to get that stick to it and just lift it over Shepherd. And it's now 10.
Antonov finds Harvey Stead. Kelly, judged to have kept that one in at the blue line. Pretty borderline on that one. Turnover down low, chance, save. McLaughlin wants him again. Vitali gets it with a chance this time. McLaughlin with another big save. Puck loose in front. McLaughlin is batted in by Vanya Antonov. Words are hard at this point. The Seahawks thought it was covered up. It was loose behind McLaughlin. And Vanya Antonov taps home into an empty net. 53 minutes exactly, 10-4.
Yeah, McLaughlin thought it was under him covered, but I could see from this end of the ice that it was still loose underneath there. And Vanya Antonov just, you see it there, it comes loose in front. Vanya Antonov gets back in front, and
just sort of,
I think Sobchak tries to stop it, tries to kick it off the line.
Swindon 4, Raiders 2, and Milton Keynes bottom on 1, needing to run the table from here on out.
How many games have they got left?
3. Loose in front, and here we go. We said never say never. There's goal 5, 55-28. Not much of a celebration. I think it's going to go down as Dom Kabai.
Let's have a look on the replay. Yes, Kabai bounces it off the back of McLaughlin's skate or pad from behind the net.
15 goals. Seahawks with it. They'll break up ice into the zone. Chips ahead. That one has gone in. Lee Bonner goes bar down. Ulrich with the pass across. And Bonner beats Brett Shepherd on the tip in front. 11-5. 57-16.
And again, those high 2 men on the forecheck, they force the turnover, and then Bonner just has to tip it home off the pass from Ulrich. This team in their own rink to try and keep your playoff hopes alive.
Well, how the man of the match is, and obviously man of the match for the Seahawks could be lots of players. As I said, it's arguably the most dominant performance from an away side in this year. And I do believe man of the match has gone to Owen Sobchak, who, again, an absolute game breaker.
He would have been my pick. Has just been, every time he's had the puck this evening, he's made things happen. He's been so dangerous. The one player, every time the Bees gave him the puck, I couldn't understand why they were giving him the space, giving him the movement.
Hey, I can see the numbers now.
Hey.
As the Seahawks get off of their lap of honour, that gives me enough time to say, Hull fans, thank you for joining us on the stream. If it's been for this game or any of the 3 previous ones, sorry for the one I missed. Thank you for spending your evenings with us. Enjoy tomorrow, obviously. Enjoy the rest of the playoffs. And if you're going, enjoy Coventry. Failing that, we'll see you in September-ish. So, man of the match for the Bees. We've been told to frantically push her as there is a Ret Cocky game supposedly facing off in 20 minutes. Apologies for the delay and obviously all the problems we had with the main camera at the start of the night. On the bright side, Hull fans, we've got the main camera fixed in time for the 7 goals. And Liam Morris collects the man of the match award for the Bees. Solid enough night from the forward on what has been a difficult night for the home side.
Very difficult night for the home side, and like we said, it would have been difficult to pick. I would have possibly Ed Bradley. I would have picked Ed Bradley maybe as well, just purely because every single time he seemed to be very, very prominent. That's not really the best way to put it. Strong press, especially going forward. Always seems to be trying to make something happen going forward. Gianni Vitali as well for me. Every single time he got the puck, he just seemed to be trying to generate something in the offensive zone. But that Seahawks defense just had everything choked out and closed out, and he found it really difficult to make things happen.
Well, the Bees will take their lap of honour for the fans who have remained, and it means we have one more game this year. One more game that potentially Chris Beale might join me for if I'm nice enough and he decides training's going to work. High GWR. As the Bees, I mean, let's face it, it's one more home game for the rest of the season. One more home game until September. So how do we end it? We end it with the reigning, defending, 2-time league champions, the Leeds Knights. They come to town next Sunday, 5 o'clock face-off for that one, live on the stream for 4:15. Chris, have you enjoyed your night with me again?
I always enjoy my night commentating with you, mate.
Any excuse for some free hockey, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm always down for some free hockey. Sorry,
well, we hope you've enjoyed your evening here with us. Nick's going to go for a lie down and to frantically buy some new video cameras. And we're going to try and work out what was on the back of the Hull Seahawks shirts. Anyway, thanks for joining us here this evening, everyone. Thank you. Good night.